just inject a little bit here. We inject very slowly because the idea is to, there's a lot of vessels here, and we just try to inject just enough to get the effect we want very slowly so that in fact, you can already see the effect of this. It's pretty amazing how quickly it is in a mirror. Now, you saw what your nose looked like just a second ago, right? Now take a mirror. Here, you can take a mirror and take a look. You look at the side. It's already straight, right? See, it's like, boom. This thing is just, it's so amazing. I've been doing this for probably 10 years or 20 years, something like that. But it still amazes me. The new thing is that we have these new products that work for 9, 10 months, a year. So now your nose is still off a little bit. So we're going to put a little bit right in here because this is a little indented. So all we're doing is we're trying to make your nose look a little thinner, straighter, and just a little cuter. So this is right here. We're going to this is just to give you a little bit of a lift. Are you having any pain at all?
No, not at all.
It's also, that's the other thing. We use a really, really great. Now, you can just look at your nose now. It's like, looks thinner. And if you look from sideways, it's done.
Oh, yeah, completely.
What was that, about 22 seconds? So if you know what you're doing and you do it right. So now I'm gonna just make sure that from the front view, we can just do a little bit more here. Just have a little bit more to go in here. I don't know, we could always do a little more, but since you haven't done this before, I think this is really a pretty good start. And you can see, if you look at her side view, it's killer, right? Precision, individualized rhinoplasty. So everybody doesn't get the same shots. And not everybody gets the same. And we have one more little bit right in here just because you have a little. So what you noticed is that before you had kind of a double, like a indentation. You still have just a little bit more. I'm going to just put a little bit more here. Sometimes you get a little bleeding because it's very vascular. Watch that. We'll just leave that there for a minute. And so when it bleeds or something, I just go like this, and it kind of stops really quickly. What I don't do is I don't want to squeeze too much, because if I do, then it changes the shape. And on very rare occasions do we have to tweak it, do it a little more, but usually one time like this, it just works. Okay, really stopping. Sometimes we give you ice, although you probably don't need any. But you can see how different your nose looks, right?
1,000%.
Yeah. We have one more gauze here. Perfect. Look how nice it looks. Isn't that amazing? It's still, I have to tell you, even though we do this so often, it still amazes me what we accomplish with this. I still have one little spot like this one. Problem is when you got to get it absolutely perfect. But you can see how in a very short time, your nose already looks so much better, and even from the front view, it looks thinner, right?
No,
actually,
you have completely different.
We have one more little spot here because you're still. I just want to give it a little, because your nose was not straight, so now I'm trying to get it just perfectly straight. I think now you can look. It even looks thinner than you started, because now it's
symmetrical.
Yeah, right. And that's it. That's your precision individualized rhinoplasty in 1, 2, 3 minutes. It's amazing, because depending on the material you use, it can last 9 months up to a year and a half. It's really tremendous. Now, this isn't exactly how your nose would look if you had a rhinoplasty. If you had a rhinoplasty, your nose would actually be smaller, but this gives you kind of a rough idea.
comfortable.
Okay, so that didn't hurt.
Not at all.
Good. Let me just clean it a little bit with alcohol. We're done.